Welcome to Road to Glory. I'm Reese Davis, and it's time to kick off your legendary college career. Before you get started, you can customize your experience to your liking in the settings. This is also where you can import team builder teams for both high school and college. If you like, you can build out custom conferences so the college football landscape looks the way you want it to. Next, it's time to pick your position. We've added 3 new positions this year: tight end, edge, and safety. So you have more ways to play the way you want. for action. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Gamecocks offense will have the football first. Time for an early look at one of our Heisman Trophy candidates. And while this award certainly caters to quarterbacks many times, Jesse, this guy's proving to be worth all the attention.
Yeah, he's delivering. And remember, David, there was a lot of preseason hype around this guy. Each and every week, this dude has been making big-time plays. To me, he looks much improved from a season ago, and he's got this offense rolling.
Yeah, and the quarterbacks touch the ball every play. Their stats are good. Rushing stats count. Touchdowns, obviously. So it gets inflated. But if he can keep this consistency, it's still early in the season. He's a guy that the numbers are looking really good.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Uncorks one to the middle. He's got it down the right side. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper shows how dangerous this passing game can be. 89 yards on the scoring toss. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Looking for a man, it's Bentley. Out wide left, it's Samuel. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's going to take off. Worked his way out to the 28-yard line, but needed a little bit more yardage. 4th down is coming. And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulls it, trying to get the corner. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Tells the run, wants to pass. Buying time to his right. Lets it fly. He's got an open man. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. On play action. Look out. Looking to the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Man, as you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. The first score of the game for the man who leads the nation in rushing touchdowns. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this. Makes the grab in their space. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. Bunch formation for these receivers. Off play action on first down. Left side is Huffman. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
The fake wants to throw. Rush right in his face, trying to get away. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on third down here. Caught. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They've come out red hot already with a 14-3 lead. Play action on first down. Rolls right. He'll pull it down and run. Smashes through the tackle. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on first and 10. Sells to fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. And the Gamecocks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. On the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. On his feet at the 40. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. Escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. He's knocked down, short gain, maybe a pickup of 3, and that defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. The Gamecocks have it with a first and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Extending the play. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Rifles it down the middle. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go route, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough. They get run by, he makes the catch, and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top, because this guy...
South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Really couldn't ask for much more than this, an early 21-10 lead on the ball. Rushes on. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He can't make the catch. Had it right in his hands, and it'll be 4th down.
I got to be honest, guys. I know there are a lot of people out there with this field position that would say punt the football.
South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. We've had no shortage of scoring so far, and they operate with a 21-13 lead in the 1st. Escapes the pressure going right. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. 2nd and long here. The throw on 2nd down, and they need a lot. Trying to escape and get it himself. Ball spins away. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Escapes trouble. He'll pull it down. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Throws to the wideout. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Sends it back in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Offense going to be challenged to protect on 3rd down after that last sack. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Keeping his eyes downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He does not get there. Stopped at the... The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Long way to go on second down. In traffic, it's Culliver. Picked up 8 yards there, third down and 2.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He'll try to do it himself. Getting closer and closer to midfield, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 47. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Moves to his right. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And he almost had a pick.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Oh, and you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open, and he just overshot it a little bit.
And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Looks it in. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball better.
Snags it, and he's open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. The Sooners come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Toss to the left. And he throws hands with that strong, stiff arm, but still not a lot of running room there. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the pocket, it's Bentley. Out wide right, it's Bowers. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Quick give. It's Bowers. They get him off his feet after a pickup of 5 down to the 25. Line getting set on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Huffman. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. The Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it. It's Bowers. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He caught it, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They'll have another opportunity opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to work.
Oh, he found the space on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half of the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
Fires downfield. Out wide left, it's Tyler. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The Gamecocks have pushed it inside the 20. Turns it upfield. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt. Second and goal for this offense. Off-play action. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. The defense trying to make a stand on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Desperately wanted to convert on fourth down, but couldn't do it. Throws it off the RPO. Could not make his way to the corner. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep him there. Hits inside. It's Bowers. They knock him down right there. Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Dropping back, it's Bentley. They're all over him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
Oh, pressure's coming. Gets away to his left. Going to try to get it himself. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going to the air. Under pressure. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
Makes the grab. He gets it in. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Still looking. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Fake to the back, wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's going to take off. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Makes the catch at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. From the gun, it's Bowers. He showed off the stiff arm, but apparently he needed a couple more. A lot of defenders around to stop him. Looking for a man. It's Bentley on the move. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Takes a handoff. It's Bowers. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. After run, now throw. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
The stop is made right at the 36-yard line. The defense coming up big on 3rd down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. Guys, after that miss, we are still sitting on a 5-point game.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. After that sack, they're in a different zip code now, 2nd and long working here. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. After the sack, they have their work cut out for them. Basically, they have to get it to the other side of town. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Culliver. Lots of room to run. The 20. The 10. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look at Kansas, taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Tech Red Raiders. And it's the Red Raiders on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten. Back over to your game inside Williams-Brice Stadium. Through 2 quarters today, we've seen these 2 passing attacks just pick apart these defenses. Short throws, intermediate throws, even a few deep completions. An aerial exhibition so far. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Williams-Brice.
And the Gamecocks will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They had a really productive first half, but in a game like this, they better keep it up.
You know, at halftime, the offense and defense separate, and they kind of go over their own adjustments. You know the offense was saying to themselves very quietly, guys, we're not going to stop anybody. We got to keep scoring if we're going to win this game. So the pressure's on them here in the second half, David.
Yeah, and you get the ball first. And so it's been a high-scoring first half. You get to go out here now and make a statement. Start this half, say, listen, we're going to keep scoring points, and then maybe help alleviate some of that pressure on your defense.
He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. A designed run for the quarterback.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Straight ahead, it's Bowers. Oh, he's got some space. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Sooners with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Cut there. Stopped right there. It's as if you're engulfed in a space odyssey. Williams-Brice alive on third down. He'll heave it deep. This is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Sells the run, wants to pass. Going to throw it over the top of the deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Buys a little time, extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Look out! Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand.
You see more and more of these guys making one-handed catches. Such great athletes that just go up, don't need the second hand, snap that thing, pull it into their body, and make big plays down the field.
The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. Breaks into the open. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
So here comes the Oklahoma offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Out wide right, it's Samuel. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Bowers. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it and fires to the left. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. And the Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. In the red area, it's Smith. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. Makes the grab on 3rd. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Touchdown Sooners! And the comeback is on. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Rush right in his face. Just gets rid of that one.
This QB has been so comfortable all day long. Obviously having a ton of success. You've got to affect him. You've got to put some hits on him, those body blows, so you can make him wear out and physically feel you. This is the first time really getting to him. This defense needed this bad.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Looking to the big tight end. For the third straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Fires to the middle. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Takes the handoff. It's Wormley. Got the first down. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Looking for a big gain. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. The run inside. It's Wormley. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5.
Well, here's the thing. Not a great run, but the offense has scored a ton of points. They haven't necessarily needed to have a strong running game in this one. Their quarterback right now is just playing lights out, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'd get back to throwing the ball.
Comes down, it's Culliver. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on first. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Hand it to the back. On the stop.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Fires on the move. Got his man on the right. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off-play action on 1st down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they take it in for 6 more points. Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. So a well-executed 8-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside is 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Back to pass, it's Bentley. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking for a crease. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Now on 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Samuel. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Rush is on. Good job just to get rid of that one. At the end of that play, there is a Sooner who is slow to get up. That is a sophomore offensive lineman down on the play, and we hope he's able to return soon. 2nd and long here. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Nice move to keep running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Sooners will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Tells to run, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
Just like to see the quarterback have a clock going off in his head, forcing him to get rid of that football. Can't take a sack on 1st down in a goal-to-go situation and move your offense backwards.
On the move. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're all over him. And it's a sack.
All right, nice job, defense. Backs against the wall. You did your job setting up 4th down. Just be careful, though, because this is a team that's shown they can fake field goals. Your guys have to be alert.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That'll pull them back to within 6.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's Seagal. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
The defense has had some bad stuff happen to them today, but one bright spot for them has been the pass rush. They've shown the ability to get after the opposing quarterback.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. The touch pass goes absolutely nowhere, knocked down for a loss. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Running inside, it's Wormley. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. Unleashes one. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a Heisman Trophy level performance from this guy. The accuracy, the decision-making, the athleticism, everything has been on display.
The Gamecocks spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man all alone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, South Carolina. That's the first score today for the nation's leader in receiving touchdowns. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they stretch the lead to 13. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. That number 1 beside your name is a heavy burden, and when you're behind late, the weight of the world is on your shoulders. After the 4-yard completion on 1st down, now it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Bentley. Extending the play. He's going to run it. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. As the rooster crows, they are getting cocky and cockier on 3rd down here. Right side, it's Huffman. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. All the way back to the 15. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Play action on 1st down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Out wide right, it's Culliver. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw. Under pressure. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Gamecocks will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Searching for space. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. To the air, it's Bentley. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain Still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Quick give. It's Bowers. Pulled to the ground. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Needs it here on fourth down. Got his man. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. Fresh center down's going to the air. Look out! Gets rid of it.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the...
And the quarterback will be slung down back up at 43. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rush. The Sooners line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Still looking to his right. Just got rid of that one. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Well, guys, these turnovers continue to dictate what's happening in this ballgame. The quarterback has been under...
Going deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rush is on. Left side is Culliver. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And the Gamecocks have their offense in high gear. They'll move the wide receiver. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. The Gamecocks go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Got it. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Wants to keep it in the air. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number 1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that reign is coming to an end. Long way to go on second down. Toss sweep to the left. Plows through the defense. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Looking downfield, it's Bentley. Complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Single back formation, and they give it to it. Hit and stop right there. Not much on that pickup. 3 wideouts to the right on 2nd and 8. He's looking to pass. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's brought down, couldn't find anybody and get rid of the football, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. We got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And he gets rid of it.
This defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Fires to the middle. He's got it. Makes a catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being...
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the pummeling has started. They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the number 1 team in the country. There will be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
But nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. They're all over him. Lofts one deep down the right side. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sidelines. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. sells the run, looking to pass. Lets it fly.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Caught. Finds a crease at the 20. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
And in this offense, you know, as a quarterback, you're going to get opportunities to put up some pretty big numbers. You've been impressed watching this guy play early this year. With that last pass completion, he's now already over 2,000 yards on the season.
The Sooners trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Bowers. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The play fake. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's Bentley. Oh, pressure's coming. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game.
Intercepted. Yes, even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Lining up to add another. Splits those uprights right in half. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Makes the catch, it's Tyler. Brought down at the 28, a chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The option, the keeper, fights off a defender. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
And I'm not surprised that they're giving him a touch early in this football game, too, because you've seen it throughout the season. Like, they trust their QB to run the football, especially in big-time situations. We'll see that throughout this football game. But he's already over 500 yards. Like, that's really good. So he's a weapon that they will use throughout the football game.
He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 16. They move to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Fresh set of downs going up top. Buying time to his right. Escapes the sack. Ball is loose. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
It's so hard to force fumbles. And when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling. You're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Keeping his eyes downfield. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they've been fun to watch today, man. Like, they're staying aggressive late in the game. They've built a cushion. They've built a lead. But you could just tell the confidence and the swagger they have.
Touchdown, Gamecocks! And the stomping has commenced. They give themselves just a little more cushion as they close in on extending this winning run.
Well, this guy's dynamic, and he can hurt you in a variety of ways in the option game, and he had a chance that time to pitch it out wide if he wanted to, but he kept it himself. He shows you the wheels, takes it in for the score.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they moved the ball 43 yards on that drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Looking to pass. It's Bentley. Under pressure. He's sacked. This defense all over him. The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the back. Second down, gonna throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Smith. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Look out! Has to throw it away on third down. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Makes a move. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Rush right in his face. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Culliver. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the point after is good. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bentley. And he is sacked, and the quarterback's going to be kicking himself for staying in the pocket a little too long on that one. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Taken in by Smith on the right side. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Rush is on. Caught. He's not going to get there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down decision. The Sooners will punt this one away. On the return. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Drops back on first down. He's going for a big play downfield. Leaping grab for a big gain. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. I'm not sure anyone saw that coming. Not that this team couldn't lose, but the way they lost. And I think they've got some soul-searching to do now, guys.
I think they've got some soul-searching. I think a lot of fans, including myself, I don't know about you, David, scratching my head a little bit because normally I would tell you, well, the number one team loses, they're still in the college football playoff hunt, but after that loss, I'm questioning whether they can even win their own conference. They got smacked around today.
Yeah, and I think that's what matters. Like in the committee's eyes, we always see like a convincing loss like this, a beatdown. Like this is not a good thing on your resume. A lot of time it ends up being an anchor that
it.